Hey folks, and welcome back to CheshireFisher. As I've mentioned on the Facebook sites in the lead up to this, I'm up at Marchamley Pools today. The beast from the east has well and truly struck. It's -5 at the moment. Very, very cold with a bitter wind. Amazingly enough, I don't know if you can see right down in the background there, they've got the specimen pool, carp up to 30 in there, and there's 3 guys bivvied up on there, 3 fishermen bivvied up on there overnight. It must have been down to -7, -8, I can imagine. It's bleak, really cold. I'm up on the top pool at the moment. There's a whole range of fish. Apparently they go for 30 in here, but everything from little pasties right the way through. And as you can see, there's a patch of water behind me. I'll probably put this sort of landscape shot so you should be able to see, hopefully. There's a patch of water clear behind me. The owner, Jeff, has given me permission to, well, you're able to park here, but he said I might as well put my rods on the bank and fish from the van. So that's what I'm going to do. A bit of heat because it's so cold. Fish into this. I'll probably fish to the edge of the ice. Apparently it's about between 7 and 9 feet deep out there. So that's what I'm going to look to do. My plan of attack, I think, today is going to be single bags. Crushed boilies, whole boilies and goop, all from RW Baits as usual, and see if I can winkle one out. If I blank today, I won't be too surprised. I know I blanked on the 2 previous ones. The last one at Commonwood I was surprised because it was a runs water, but this one, be no surprise at all. It's a freezing cold day. There's ice on the water. The bottom pool, a cat pool, and 80% of this lake I've got a lid on them. It's going to be freezing cold. Just to add to the the ambience, that it smells like they're spreading a field nearby, so it's fresh. But the place looks gorgeous. It's on a working farm. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 pools, possibly 5. I don't know. I may not have seen them all. Set out in the middle of the Shropshire countryside, so it is absolutely beautiful. And I can imagine come the spring, this place is going to be stunning, absolutely stunning. The Cat Lake, apparently fishing there up to 62 pounds. You'll have to excuse my sniffing today. It's going to happen. It's a fact of life in these temperatures. Yeah, catfish up to 62 pounds in there, carp to 30 pounds. They've got eyed, bream, roach, rudd in various different pools. So a proper fisherman's paradise, really. I guess there's options for everything. I'll keep this one fairly brief, but I'm going to come back in a month or 2 and put in 48 hours on here. I really am impressed with the look of the place. Yeah, I suppose I better shut up, get my rods out, and get back in the van and get warm. Okay guys, that's my basic rig for today. We've got the inline tubing through to a lead clip, a 3-ounce lead on this one. Short rig because I don't think the carp are going to be moving far, so I want them to move the shortest distance possible and then get pricked. The smaller hookers I can get away with, and this one's got a blackjack tipped with a pink fluoro pink dumbbell. One that's out into the lake already is on a tiger nut and banoffee bottom bait, and they're in solid bags with tiger nut and banoffee and blackjack crushed with some pineapple goop. Okay, that's what I'm firing out. I'm using the rapide system, but unfortunately this bag fell off the collar prior to sealing it, so I've had to cut it down the sides and tie this one, but that's what's going out. It's a mixture of blackjack and banoffee pop-ups crushed down, some whole, and obviously the pop-up and the hook bait and everything in there, and liberally doused with pineapple goop, RW Baits pineapple goop. So I'll fire that out there and I'll show you where I'm fishing. Yeah, I've got my lines going out through the water, so hopefully I can get line bites if there's anything in between. There it goes again. I don't think that's the wind, but we'll see. Yeah, I haven't got my lines bowstring tight, so if there's fish moving about, hopefully I'll get line bites if they're moving about between me and my baits, and I can bring my hook bait in closer. But yeah, today's going to be about finding the fish, I think. Fingers crossed. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, that's me set up and fishing, guys. You may have seen that the lines aren't pinned down in the margins as they normally are. I don't know whether you were able to see that from the earlier shot. Normally I'd have flying back leads on my rods, I still do, but I'd also put my captive backlegs on to pin them right down in the margins to make it easier to land and make sure everything's pinned right down. I don't know where the fish are going to be today. I'm going to have to find them, so I think it's going to be regular casting with PVA bags. If I've got the lines going out through the water, they're not bowstring tight. Sorry, my left hand bobbin's moving slightly up and down about ½ an inch at a time. There's a burger van by the entrance, and whilst I was setting up my second rod, a young lad came round to see if I wanted any food, so I've asked for the biggest breakfast they do and a coffee. Let's see what turns up. Okay, well that's the unusual view I've got from my my fishing seat for the day. I'm in the van, as you can hear. I've got the engine running just to get the temperature warmed up to begin with. Got my receiver tucked into my phone cradle. The rods are over there. I've just had a single bleep on my left hand rod, the one that you saw the bobbin move on. Not a bad view. Didn't expect to be fishing from my van today, but it is so cold. As you've probably seen, we're now up to the dizzy heights of -2, wind chills taking that right down. But beautiful day, beautiful location. I can't wait to get back here. Hopefully we'll have 1 or 2 today. Okay guys, still at the lake. Okay, there's a food wagon on site. I mentioned earlier on, the guy came around while I was sorting my second rod out, took my order. I've seen on a previous vlog that they do a monster breakfast. But I've been told they'd stop doing that, and they only did the mega now, which was smaller. I pleaded with the guy and asked him to ask if he could do the monster, and good God, let me show you. That's what we've got. It looks like 3 of everything: onion rings, eggs, hash browns, black pudding, bacon, beans, sausages, toast. I mean, that is just ridiculous. That's a phenomenal breakfast for $7.50, and I've also got a coffee as well. So fishing of kings here. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to fill my face. After this I'll probably have a sleep. I don't think there's any way I'll be able to stop myself, but you can probably hear in my voice my excitement, so I'm going to get into this before it gets cold. Not sure how clearly you can make it out, but the sun's trying to break through. The breakfast's finished, the coffee's on the go, and the sun's coming out. That's gorgeous. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy the view. I've had a bleep mid-breakfast on my middle rod, but there was no way I was stopping my breakfast to show you guys what was going on. My apologies, but that's just the way it is. Okay guys, fishing from the van might be the way forward. It's lovely and warm in here. I'm just staggered by the beauty of this place. We're on the in the wilds of Shropshire, and the bird life is just insane. There's a buzzard that's been circling the area for quite some time. That came flying past me a minute ago with 2 crows in chase. We've had jays go over, we've had field fares, I think. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely staggering. So I'm just making excuses now, an excuse coming up. But even if I don't catch, I won't care particularly, because I just love being out here. Not much movement since I last spoke to you on the rods, but then that isn't too much of a surprise. The forecast between 11 and 2 to have some fairly severe downfalls of snow. And the sun's just gone back in. We've got some ominous grey clouds coming over, and there's the odd flurry coming in at the moment, but nothing too severe yet. But we'll see what. Oh, sorry, I'm stuck. Just watching the birds coming over one after another. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, we'll see how heavy it comes down. It's starting, like I say, it's starting to come down now. We'll see how heavy it is, but I can't stay on too long anyway. I run a local scout troop, and we're taking them scuba diving tonight, so I've got to be out of here by 3. We'll see what the snow does before then. Well, I can't hide in my van all day. Although it's lovely and warm in there, I'm here to fish. As I've said, I've cast 2 over here to the edge of the ice. What I actually did was cast onto the ice and then pulled the PVA bag until it dropped in, so they literally are right on the side. But I don't know if you can see, but over here This was ice in a big curve right the way around. In fact, my my bait was over about here-ish, I think. And the ice has receded probably a good 10-15 yards right the way around there. It's not going to be long before this entire bay is clear. But I'm not on the middle and the right hand rod. I'm not getting any movement. I'm not getting any bleeps or anything. So I think the middle one I'm going to put into this bay here. Remember, I baited up along this section here, so I'm going to chuck one in there, see if we get any movement across there. And I think the right hand one I'm going to drop sort of mid-waterish where the coots are now, see if we can get any movement there. Again, with right hand one with a PVA bag, the left hand one I'll probably just go with a single because there's some bait scattered quite tightly there anyway, and I can place it pretty accurately. Just a quick update. The temperature gauge in here says it's 2 degrees out now. I don't believe that for 1 second. I wound in my right hand rod to redo the PVA bag. That's now recast to mid-water. So fresh bait, fresh goop, that's out there. Hopefully doing the business. I've rebaited the left hand rod, the spot that's in the channel, and I've left the middle one on the edge of the island. I just can't bring myself to move that. That's too nice a spot from my point of view to move. But when I brought the right hand rod in, whilst I was waiting to, I was attempting to dry it, to put it in a PVA bag, the water that was running down the outside was freezing. So it's got to be below zero right there. It must be for water to be freezing like that. Yeah, so a quick update, so that's what it is. I've got, it's now about 1 o'clock, I think. Yeah, it's about it's now about 12 o'clock. So I've got about 3 hours left on here, but we'll see how that goes. Well, the snow keeps coming down in flurries. It's still really cold. I got one in this bay, one over towards the ducks, and one about here. And just praying for something to happen. It's warming up slowly. You can see the other lakes. You can see down the Cat Lake has thawed. That was frozen solid earlier on, and the middle pool you can see down there is starting to thaw. And there's a small area on the top lake that I'm fishing, just the other side of the van, which is starting to thaw. I can't see this snow being much of a flurry. There's not many clouds in the sky. It's supposed to have really come down between 11 and 2, but that never really materialised. So I'm going to duck back inside while I can still feel my fingers, and I'll speak to you later. Well, this snow that was forecast, it's clear over there, but hell, them clouds are grey. This could be setting in. We'll see how it goes, and I may have to abandon ship, but we'll enjoy it while we can. If I'm lucky. Well, the snow's certainly coming in. If I'm lucky and I have one now, it'll definitely be a snow carp. This is all settled in the last 10 minutes or so. Going to give it another 10 minutes to see how it goes, and then I'm going to abandon ship, I think. Yeah, see how it goes. Right, well, the snow is quite literally coming in sideways now, so I'm going to chuck the kit in the car, in the van, and make a move. I'm going to have to suck it up and accept that it's the third blank in a row. However, I'm guessing, or I'm hoping you'll give me a bit of leeway considering the conditions. It couldn't be much worse today, really. Beautiful, but cold and not exactly conducive to fishing. Okay, so that's carp 3, CheshireFisher 0. Hopefully we'll turn that around as the weather improves. If you liked what you've seen, please subscribe, comment, hit the notification button on YouTube. I've also got @CheshireFisher on Instagram and Twitter. I try and stay as active as possible on them. And we've got my page and my profile on Facebook as CheshireFisher, obviously. Please look them up. I'll put the links down in the comment section underneath this video. Baits I've been using are RW Carp Baits. I appreciate I'm not doing them any real favours at the moment because I'm not catching anything, but they are quality baits. Yeah, look them up on Facebook as well. I'll put their link down in the comment section. I'll get this video up. Hopefully it's Wednesday now. Hopefully I'll have it up overnight on Thursday, so it'll go live Friday morning, so you have it to watch for the weekend. Next week I'm doing a 24, maybe 36 on Horseshoe, and then the following week I'm back down on Horseshoe again for a 48. So fingers crossed we'll have some better weather. The temperature will pick up. It's supposed to be wet next week, but we'll see how it goes. But until next time, get out there, tight lines, and I'll see you again soon.